Good morning, Guardians. Ebontis here with your weekly reset information for December 6th. Iron Banner Rift will be coming later today, so get ready for that. Get some helms, get some class items. The Distant Star Scout Rifle and the Branded Lord Fusion Rifle, all of those will be coming. I'll get your inventory review up once Effort Eat is live, but let's jump into the good stuff for the week. The Nightfall this week is against Omnigul in the Will of Crota strike. Modifiers we've got are Arc Burn. Arc damage from yourself is ×2. And the arc damage from the enemies is ×3, so be careful. You can take some pretty quick deaths in this one, so just watch out. Then you've got small arms. Primary weapon damage is ×2. Special and heavy is at 3/4 damage, so Zalo Supercell is going to be a really huge one to have today. Make sure you bring that one with you. If you don't have it, just take your time and be patient. Those special and heavy rounds aren't going to be doing quite as much, but they still are going to be a nice benefit because they're 2x damage. So you'll be getting about 150 percent damage on those because you've got 3/4 and then 200%, so somewhere in there is the math. Then you've got grounded, take more damage while airborne, so keep your butt glued to the ground as much as possible. Should be pretty viable in this one, you just got to be patient. Then finally you've got ironclad, more enemies will have shields, so again, just patience will be a virtue. If you got Zalo Supercell, it should burn through more of those shields. If not, then again, just kind of stay back and work your corners and cover as much as you can. As for the Siva Crisis Heroics, we've got modifiers of Void Burn, so 2x void damage from you, 3x void damage from enemies. Mixing it up, had felt like it had been solar for a while, so at least we got a different damage type. You've got Brawler, in case anybody does get close, you can definitely punch the living daylights out of them. You get a huge bonus to melee damage. And then Ironclad, just like the Nightfall, more enemies have shields, so just going to have to mix it up and see what we've got. As for the daily heroic story mission, we've got Last Rites. Using the stealth code, travel deep into the heart of the Hellmouth and slip away with a sliver of Crota's soul. So this is the one you go back into the Crota's End raid, work your way through that kind of as a cloaked person, dodging all the radars that they've got. And you go up to the Crota's soul stone that's sitting there between the two daughters. Go in there and try and get a sliver of Crota's soul so we can get into the final raid. So pretty good mission, pretty cool, kind of a unique one. So jump in here for the day, get your 15 story marks. It's a pretty fun mission as well, so at least you get to enjoy it. As for your artifacts this week, we've got a Memory of Scory, and this is going to be a Discipline full strength option. When your super's full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. Unfortunately, not the greatest stat build on that one. But if you're going to be holding onto your super, it's probably best to have some of the other stats. So that one makes sense. But in general, just starting with full strength, not my favorite roll on this one. Memory of Radagast. We've got an intellect and strength roll this morning. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with the sword. Increase sword ammo capacity. You guys know this one by now. It's the one where you can basically go lightsaber reflection mode. Basically send most things back that are energy-based. Most things that are bullet-based will stay where they're at, but energy-based items will send back. It's pretty cool, pretty fun to use. Not the most viable thing because it does use up a lot of ammo, but it is pretty fun and fun to use in certain situations. Finally, we've got the Memory of Gellion. Discipline and strength roll this morning. Guarantees a detailed radar. Radar persists when sighting with primary weapon. So you get Relentless Tracker, so you get that extra detailed 8-segment radar, and you also get your radar to stay up, just like with Mid Multi-Tool, so that third eye, when you aim with primary weapons, it stays up. So decent options this week. Most functional one I would probably say first is Gellion, and then after that probably Radagast, just for usefulness. When it comes to PvE, Scory is actually very, very helpful for usefulness, but in PvP, it's a little less helpful just because you're usually not standing around allies for very long. PvP, I'd go Gellion. PvE, I'd go Scory. Radagast is just mostly fun. For the Iron Lord weekly bounties, we've got Crushing Blows. Use the Iron Lord Battle Axe or powerful enemy weapons to decimate hostile threats. You can go to the last story mission. You can go to Archon's Forge. Knock this one out pretty quickly. Together We Rise. Complete public events in the Plaguelands. Just as you run around, again, Archon's Forge should count for this one, but your random public events will count as well. Pull the plug, kill fallen majors and ultras, spend a little time in the raid, and this one will get knocked out pretty quickly. Then finally, you've got Anti-Splicer, complete patrols in the Plaguelands. Just go around, pick up some patrols, knock those out, 10 of them, and you'll be done with this. If you don't have your Thorn Bounty yet, keep working on these. This is your best way to get them. As for the Crucible side of things, daily Crucible today is Rumble, Good old free-for-all. Jump in there, just shoot everything you can, watch your back, and just kind of keep your head on a swivel, take everything out. One quick match, you'll get 15 legendary marks, get some extra marks before Iron Banner comes into play. So enjoy this one, have some fun. As for your weekly playlist, you've got Freelance 6v6. So again, a solo queue only mode, something I would like to see for Iron Banner just to balance, the scales when it comes to things like Rift especially. Having this be an option would be nice, just because then all the solo people on a game mode that's like very objective like Rift, you'd probably have a little more even chance. So if you get frustrated, you're not really going to get your Iron Banner rewards, but it's going to sit out here if you do want to mix it up occasionally. On the other side, we've got Mayhem Rumble, so good old free-for-all. You can come in here with 1 to 3 players, but you are going to be enjoying the pretty much chaos of Crucible. Greatly increased ability recharges, supers, grenades all come back quicker. Special weapon and heavy weapon respawns also a lot faster. So everything's basically cranked up to 11. It's insane. It's a lot of fun. So come in here and do that. We also are going to have Iron Banner as Rift. It's not quite up yet when I'm making this video, but it will be showing up around noon Central Time, so it will be there waiting for you guys once you get back from work and stuff like that. Hope you guys have fun this week. Collect the spark and ignite the enemy's rift. You guys should do fine and have fun. Lots of fun rewards we've got coming from that, so check my other video on this. Lastly, we've got Shaxx weekly bounty in the Crucible world. It is a game of Rift, since we do have that for Iron Banner, so always matching that one up. Exercise your skills in the Rift match type. 7 matches complete. That one shouldn't be hard. Primary kills. Just work on killing stuff with the primary. Don't worry too much. Keep your distance and use your scout rifles, your pulse rifles, all those fun ones. Assisted kills, that one should go very quickly. Assists usually don't seem to take me very long. And then runner stopped. You just need to hunt down the runner who actually has the spark. Use a super on him, something like that, just to knock this one out. Usually a good way to get that kill. Kind of guaranteed if you use your super and go after them. So, may take a game or two to get this one, but if you try and find the runner specifically, it's a good time to just use your super and go after them just to knock this bounty out. And then after that, you can mix around and do whatever you want. Finally, for the raid, we've got the Aksis challenge mode again this week, just alternating back and forth, as you guys know by now. For Aksis, what you need to do is make sure and empower, supercharge your team before the other person dunks on Aksis's back. So you need to make sure and communicate whoever's getting ready to go up and dunk that somebody's ready to empower. So depending on which side you're on, make sure you check the floor panel that you're standing on. Get ready to slam down your empowerment so you can supercharge everybody, and then the other person is turning around and slamming Aksis's back. You have to do this every time he teleports it for every damage phase. So the faster you can take him out, the better off you're going to be. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for me, guys, this week for the weekly reset. I'll get another information video up for the solo Nightfall, a guide on that one. It's definitely going to be about patience with the arc burn on Omnigul. Just going to take a little time in that final room. She's going to be painful, so it's just going to take your time and get your shots where you can. Also, we're going to have Iron Banner, as I said, going live. You've got the Distant Star, the multi-tool type scout rifle. You've also got the Branded Lord, the fusion rifle coming in for weapons, and also helms and, in the grand scheme, class items. So lots of good stuff. Check Aphrodite. She's going to have some good rolls on those. She's had pretty amazing ones so far, so I'm sure that will continue. Hope you guys have a great week. Keep checking out my content. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop that like down below. Leave a comment if you guys have any questions. If you guys want to see different stuff in the video, if you guys want to see me mix something up in here, those comments down below are the best way to get communication to me, so drop one of those. If you guys want to see me change something up, add anything like that, always looking at those and checking them out to you guys. Other than that, have a great week. Enjoy Iron Banner, Raid Challenge mode, and all the good stuff we've got going on. So, holidays are around the corner. We'll see what the Dawning has next week, and I'll get my video up for that later as well, so keep an eye out for that one. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later, and enjoy.